So you lot seem to like the scout version of this video. And since I've been doing a bunch of videos about soldier weapons with this whole soldier stash series going on, I've been playing a lot of soldier recently and I've been having a lot of fun. So I thought it would be interesting to talk to you guys about how as a soldier, I see myself match up against all of the other classes. Really quickly, I just want to remind you guys to check down below the video right now, and if the button down there says subscribe instead of subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you click on it, subscribe to the channel and help me reach 95,000 subs in the next couple of days. The fact that that is a sentence I can say absolutely blows my mind. I'm also kind of racing the Social Blade predicted date for 100k. They literally predict 30 days from now I will have it, so if we could beat that, that would be absolutely insane. Also, I'll be streaming when this video goes up, so if you want to come and watch me on Twitch, then there's a link in the description to that too. Anyway, soldier matchups. So starting off with Scout, I feel like this can go one of two ways for you. If you land some decent rockets on them and they aren't really expecting you, these guys are pretty much free kills. They'll die in 2 rockets most of the time, and generally, like if they're not jumping around or anything like that, they're easy to kill even if they do expect you. But if they are jumping around a lot and you're getting a little bit flustered, then you're going to have a bad time. If you hit air shots when they jump around and stuff like that, then you'll feel like a god. Or just try and predict where they're going to land and shoot them to kill them. That's pretty much like the best way of doing it. Otherwise, you'll be aiming at where they've just jumped to, then they'll already be gone by the time you flicked to there and shot. And you're probably dead. Bad scouts are amazing to fight, but good scouts that actually use their movement and use the whole point of playing the scout, yeah, they become a little bit of an issue. Next up with the soldier, I mean, soldier v soldier can go pretty much either way. If you miss a couple of rockets and they don't, then you lose that fight. But if you're both hitting shots, it just depends on whose shots are slightly more accurate to do a little bit more splash damage. That's pretty much it. The only time this changes, and is why the soldier is so good, is that if you're above the enemy soldier, your shots are much easier to hit, and their shots are much harder to hit. So if you're rocket jumping over enemies, it makes your fights so much easier for every class. That's why you should be rocket jumping around the map quite a lot. I haven't been doing it as much as I need to be doing it, but it's something I'm working on. Being above an enemy and being able to aim down at them when they have to aim up into the sky at you, it makes all of your fights much easier, and it makes all of their fights much harder. When you play soldier, you will find that one pyro that you absolutely despise. And you despise that pyro purely because he is good at air blasting, and he's accurate with them, and seems to never get hit by a rocket ever. You might even think he's cheating. Now, he might not be cheating, but he probably is cheating, because no pyro is that good at air blasting. Okay, he's probably not cheating. So obviously you then have that pyro who is very, very good. But on the other end of the scale, there's some pyros that don't really know that there's another side of their mouse with another button on it. And they just hold down mouse 1 and that is all they do. And those are just like the free kills that you take whenever you want to move up your kill streak a little bit. They're great. It's 50-50. Somebody might just be running at you and then all of a sudden air blast your rocket. And then you're like, oh, okay, cool. That was absolutely pointless. I don't like pyros. I don't know if you could tell. Demos feel like a fairly even fight. If that demo was good at hitting pipes or stickies on you, then the fight might be quite even, or you might just die straight away. You need to be hitting some pretty good rockets, or you need to be moving around quite a lot and hoping that the Demoman misses if you want to really stand a good chance at them. That's if you're fighting a good demo though. If you're fighting like a sort of average demo or like a bad demo or something like that, you don't need to move around as much. It's still probably good for you to be doing that and moving around and at least practicing that movement, but you won't have to do it as much and the fight will be a little bit easier. Again though, rocket jumping over the Demoman makes it so much easier because he has to look up and shoot you, whereas you only have to look down and you basically have a wall behind him that you can splash damage off the whole time. That wall is the floor, if that makes any sense. Heavies are just kind of weird. Sometimes it feels like they take ages to kill, and if you're surprising them, that gets lost a lot of the time because it sometimes takes all 4 rockets and more to kill that heavy, which doesn't make any sense. That gives them just a lot of time to mow you down, so a lot of the time you fight them, you feel like you should win, you don't win, ever, really. Then you feel stupid, and it's just a process all soldiers go through at some point, I feel like. But when you get a random crit on a heavy, or you find a heavy that is low on health and running away, they're easy kills and they feel pretty good, especially if it was a surprise or, you know, random crit, 270 damage, very easy kill, you just have to hit one more rocket. Next up for the engineer, the soldier is amazing at dealing with the NG. You can shoot the sentry guns that he builds from really far away and not get shot at, and the NG is most of the time very easy to kill with his rockets as well. The only issue you'll find is that with his sentry guns and dispensers, there's probably other teammates there, so the NG itself will be a really easy kill, but killing him and getting out alive and maybe getting some more kills is a bit of a bigger task. Generally though, you see an NG by themselves, a lot of the time it's a free kill. Sometimes though, they have a shotgun and they know how to use it, so just be careful. The medic as well is generally fairly easy kills. A couple of rockets and they should be dead. They are fairly easy to predict the movement of as well, which is always good. But a lot of the time, just like the NG, the medic is with another class or their whole team, which gives you basically a few options. You can try and take out absolutely everybody or just the two classes that are there, including the medic. Or you can sneak around and just try and take out the medic, or you just bomb the medic with a rocket jump and hope for the best. So you might die, but you might also get a medic drop, which is always, better than not getting it, I guess. So when the medics are alone, they're basically free kills, but when they are with somebody else, then you need to work for them a little bit more. With the sniper, if you sneak up on these guys, super easy kills. And most of the time, if you're rocket jumping around, they won't actually be able to hit you, and you'll be able to overpower them, absolutely destroy them, and it feels amazing. But if they do know how to aim, they can just headshot you from across the map. That is the whole point of the sniper. There's not much you can really do about that other than picking like smarter routes to try and get behind them and give them a bad time. Or, just do the same thing over and over again and die over and over again. I don't judge. I do the same thing sometimes. And finally, for the spy, as long as they aren't backstabbing you or ambassador headshotting you, these guys should pretty much be free kills. A lot of the time, spies are actually a little bit too worried about disguising or going invisible and trying to get away rather than actually fighting you. So if they're not fighting you and you're fighting them, most of the time that's an easy kill if you can track them when they do go invisible. Once you kind of predict the movements though, and sometimes you can just see them as they're going invisible, you'll be able to guess where they are. They become really easy to kill, even if they are just trying to run away every single time. But yeah, if they're backstabbing you over and over again, just rocket jump around a bit more, I guess. You might accidentally kill them rocket jumping. Who knows? So there you have it. That is my take on the matchups of each class when you are playing Soldier. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video, and if you liked it, please make sure you leave the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. I would massively appreciate you guys helping me reach 95,000 subscribers. We could literally hit it tomorrow. That is kind of how close we are, which is, yeah, it's scary. So if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do that. I'd really appreciate it. And also make sure you come by my Twitch stream. I will be live as soon as this video goes out. So literally just click the link in the description and I'm there. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.